Good morning and welcome to the Boulder Valley Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. With our monthly theme of gratitude, today we will focus on gratitude for the land and the lessons it can give us. I'm Margaret English. My pronouns are she and her, your worship associate for today. And it's my first time, so give me a little grace. I'm joined by worship leader, Kelly LoGiudice. Today's music is provided by Clara Kelly, our song leader, and Julie Morris on the piano. Today's tech team is Larry Sherwood, Kathy Partridge, and Deborah Mensch. As I say the welcome today, I invite those of you on Zoom to shift into gallery mode if you haven't already done so, and scroll through the screens so you can experience the beauty of this congregation. Those in person, look around and greet your neighbor and welcome everybody who's here.
Reading time.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Oh,
No.
open your heart to welcome everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the greeting time, so start
Okay.
talking.
Okay. You are all welcome here today in all the beauty of languages, cultures, skin tones, shapes and sizes, gifts and challenges that come together in your uniqueness. You are welcome here. In all the ways you experience and express gender, in the beauty that is who you love and how you love, you are welcome here. In all the ways you make your living and the places you are from, with all the traditions that inform your spiritual life, you are welcome here. No matter how long you are away, nor how soon you will return, you are welcome here. Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears, you are welcome here. You are invited to join us with a curious mind, a loving heart, and a willing spirit. We welcome you today. We acknowledge that the land surrounding us is the stolen territory of the Arapaho people, and that many native peoples lived freely on this land for millennia before the arrival of white settlers. If you are new here, we are glad you found us and hope that in this community you will experience the warmth and love of this congregation. Please come back a few times to really get to know us. We have many opportunities during the week for social connection and spiritual growth. Those on Zoom can check out the links in the chat to help you stay connected. Those in person can stop by the welcome table in our foyer for information and a newcomer form. It's all on the QR code in the back of the hymnal. And if you'd like to review an order of service, you can turn your phones to the QR code on the screen. Our books for sharing joys and concerns is just inside the door next to the tech people. Please write a brief personal note. Beautiful is good. A brief personal note about what is on your heart today, even if it's somebody else. And mark whether you would like us to read it aloud in this service. You may share anonymously by writing down your name, but if you would like to be contacted later by a lay pastoral care associate or a neighborhood connector, please complete the form fully with your contact information. Our Sunday support person this morning is Scott Nelson, who is wearing a white stole. There he is. And he will be at the welcome desk and available for pastoral care after the service if you need it. Everyone on Zoom is welcome to stay for casual conversation following the service. If you are here in person today, you are welcome to coffee hour in the fellowship. They do great coffee hours, by the way. If you're joining on Zoom, Please feel free to greet each other in the Zoom chat, and if you're a newcomer, let us know so we can greet you. We love to know who is among us. Those of you in the sanctuary, again, you can greet each other.
We're just walking over here.
Okay.
No greeting? You can say hi. Go ahead, say hi to each other. It's all right. All right. That's okay. We get to greet each other twice today. Thank you, Margaret. Well done for the first time. Let's give her a hand. It's tough the first time you're doing this. Okay. I'm Kelly LoGiudice, she, her pronouns. And if you have a chalice at home, you can light it with me as I light our fellowship chalice. So we know where our chalices are. Please write in the chat, chalice lit, and the name of your town. So let's say the words along with me as Margaret lights our chalice. We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. Do you have your words?
No.
It's okay. Do you remember the time I almost tripped down those stairs? Well, I did trip down those stairs. I didn't fall, but it was close. All right. Your turn.
Okay. Sorry.
We are a
that's
very
right.
friendly audience.
And most of you know these things by heart, so. Many pagan and indigenous beliefs cast a circle by calling upon the four directions to show respect and reverence for the natural world. Each direction is associated with an element of nature and represents some part of our human nature as well. The directions are not separate and isolated, but rather part of the interdependent system that makes up the world.
As a Unitarian Universalist Wiccan and member of the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans, or CUPS organization, for me, casting a circle affirms our Unitarian Universalist values as written in Article 2 to honor the interdependent web of all existence with reverence for the great web of life and acknowledging our place in it. Here on our altar, we have symbolic elements for each direction. There are many ways to cast a circle, and today we're just going to focus on the four cardinal directions. In a minute, I will invite you to rise in body or spirit and turn towards that direction and connect with the ideas and energy of that direction. You are also welcome to stay seated, maybe focusing on being centered and grounded. May this circle be a protected meeting place of love, joy, and truth. Please rise in body or spirit and face each direction. And at the end of each direction, repeat the word welcome. We will start with the east. You're facing from, that's me. That's me. Welcome the spirit of east, the spirit of the air, breezes that refresh us and stir the dancing leaves. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome the spirit of the south, the spirit of fire that creates bonfires that warm the earth for the harvest.
No, you're reading.
Okay. Welcome to the west, the spirit of water and the patter of raindrops that soothes our hearts and quenches our thirst.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. You're turning. Welcome the spirit of the north, spirit of earth, rich fields of plenty that nourish our bodies, and the fertile earth that grounds us and nurtures hope. Welcome. Welcome. You may be seated. Nope, not yet. Our sacred circle is cast, so blessed be. And now I'm going to sing our bowl again, inviting it to draw you deeper into the present moment and this, our beloved community. Our next hymn, Mother Earth, Beloved Garden, is number 1067 in our teal hymnal. It uses some binary language like mother, father, brother, sister. And I encourage you to substitute a more non-binary term that works for you, like source of earth, or source of fire, or sibling fire and sibling water, instead of brother, fire, or sister water. We're going to sing verses 1 through 4.
Oh, please rise. Mother Earth, beloved garden, living treasure underfoot, all our days you ground our being, sage and thistle, grass and root, herbs to heal us, plants to feed us, land to till and tend and plow, with the pendant deep as midnight north, we ask you be here now. Verse 2. Father, your inspiration holds together all that lives. As we breathe, our minds see clearly, leading us to love and give. Raging whirlwind, whispered breezes, violent gale and gentle cloud, with the blade as sharp as morning east, we ask you be here now. Sibling fire, great transformer, share the passion of the sun. In our hearts your warmth revives us, cooks our food and heats our homes. Flaming candle, blood within us, blazing desert will to grow, with the wand directing power south, we ask you be here now. Sibling water ever flowing, ocean, river, pond, and rain, drink we now and quench our thirsting, cleanse us, we begin again. Mist and ice, a host of changes, all that courage will allow, with the cup, the holy chalice, west, we ask you be here now.
When I was 13, I moved west from the cement canyons of New York City, uptown Manhattan, actually. And some kids would have been disappointed to miss the excitement of the early 60s with Joan Baez and Bob Dylan and the Beatles coming to New York City. But I, however, was filled with gratitude to be moving away. My romantic notions of life were whetted by a book by A.B. Guthrie. Some of you may have read it, The Big Sky. I recall it was pretty graphic. I got that book out when I was in 6th grade, and I think it might be banned in this day and age. But I fell in love with Montana through that book and was delighted to actually be moving there. My first experience, however, was a disappointment. We stopped at Yellowstone National Park and stayed in the Old Faithful cabins, which at that time had blacktop all around the cabins. I was hoping for grass or pine needles or trees. Those weren't there. But I couldn't wait to get into the mountains somehow. But I was a kid with pretty typical parents who didn't fish, hunt, or camp out, as many Montanans did. They were intellectuals who read and taught. My slow introduction to nature was through church camp. Some of you may have had that experience also. We slept in cabins in the middle of a national forest and didn't have running water in our cabins. So we tubed on the creek, went on hikes, played games. It was wonderful, and still is one of my magic places. Then I married a guy who, although from Montana, was not interested in the outdoors in the ways I desired. So I bided my time until I was in my 30s. It was then that I began working with a woman who had moved there from Kentucky, who had the same outdoor dreams I did. And we paired up and helped each other become outdoor women, camping, hiking, backpacking. She eventually married a guy who took her kayaking in Alaska and camping in Yellowstone in the winter, if you can imagine. In contrast, I got divorced, which left me free to experience the flow of the West. I backpacked, camped out, hiked, floated rivers, biked the roads, cross-country skied, and took trips to as many national parks as I could fit in. When I turned 50, I decided to bike across Montana with some friends. There were small towns and vistas I had never seen before. And I have much gratitude for those experiences and the people I had them with, including one who is visiting me here today. Now I am in Brewfield, the most suburban place I could imagine. I admit I was disappointed at first until I walked a block down Sheridan Boulevard and found an open space with a beautiful lake, pelicans, ducks, and smaller birds. Now I had a magic space where I could again enjoy the land, and now my gratitude is to the visionary people of Colorado who made it possible to have open spaces within reach by many people, especially by aged people like me, who can no longer hike 10 miles or bike 40 miles, and don't want to take the risks that come with outdoor activities. And in the spirit of the South, I have found a loving community where I live and I worship. So here is a poem of gratitude. Today I was happy, so I made this poem by James Wright. As a plump squirrel scampers across the roof of the corn crib, the moon suddenly stands up in the darkness, and I see that it is impossible to die. Each moment of time is a mountain. An eagle rejoices in the oak trees of heaven, crying, "This is what I wanted."
Thank you. And now I invite us into our time of sacred sharing. If you are on Zoom and you would like to share a joy or concern, please type into the chat window, sending it to everybody. And let us know briefly what's in your heart today. I will read aloud what you share, and actually I'm going to ask Deborah if you could read aloud what we share. I'm having trouble with the chat. And Margaret will add a stone to our sacred waters on your behalf. And I'm going to start with news items first, just to give the Zoom people a little bit more time. And I would like to start by honoring all our veterans, all our military service people who have served and protected our country. If there are veterans here today, I invite you to rise or wave so that we can recognize you for your service to our country. Thank you. Margaret, would you put a stone in for those who never made it home? May their families find healing. And another stone for those veterans who came home with injuries to body or spirit. May they find support and healing. I'm going to add a stone for all those affected by Hurricane Melissa in the Caribbean. For all those who rely on SNAP benefits, and all those who have food insecurity, and all those who are working hard at our overwhelmed food banks and who are donating to our food banks, may there be relief soon. For all our queer folks whose rights are under constant attack. And November 20th is the Transgender Day of Remembrance. So putting a stone in there ahead of time for all those transgender people that we have lost. And a stone of great celebration for the power of elections to speak the voice of the people. And here in Colorado, to protect affordable housing, fund school meals, and mental health and substance use disorder programs. Well done, Colorado. And one last stone for all the joys and concerns that remain in the silent sanctuaries of our hearts. We know that even in our silence, we are bound together in the web of life. Dear ones, with these celebrations, with these concerns, may the water of our tears wash through us as earth supports and comforts us. May fire warm us in celebration together as air carries our laughter to distant corners. Blessed be. Please join us in our pastoral hymn while remaining seated. Number 123 in your gray hymnal, Spirit of Life.
Now is the time for our offering. And we are grateful for anything you can give. The half plate today is going to Rocky Mountain Equality, which supports LGBTQ and transgender people. Is that right? Did I mess up?
Rocky Mountain Equality, which envisions LGBTQ plus people, families, and communities living authentically in an inclusive, equitable, and passionate world. Rocky Mountain Equality works collaboratively to create connection, provide advocacy, education, research, cultural events, and responsive programs and services that ensure LGBTQ plus people, families, and communities thrive. You can text your donation to the number at the screen, or if you're at the fellowship today, place a donation on the offering plate as it passes. Please give generously as you so often do. For the work of this fellowship and for Rocky Mountain Equality, bringing justice, love, and compassion to our world, we thank you for these generous offerings. So, this time of year, it's so filled with color as the leaves turn, mums bloom, and people decorate for the several months of holidays. The crisp morning air turns to lovely, warm afternoons and returns to cool nights, perfect for sitting around a fire, snuggling with my cats or my sweetie. And while it gives me cheer to see the holiday lights and have the cooler weather, this time of year is hard for me. This time of year, I struggle with depression. As the days grow shorter, I end up going to work in the dark and returning home in the dark. As a wildflower enthusiast, it's hard for me to see the last of the flowers blooming. I love the colors of the trees, but each leaf falling reminds me of the return of the cold and dark. Sometimes what helps me is to think of the lessons I can learn from the 4 directions and the 4 elements. So starting with the east and air, it connects us with all the plants on Mother Earth. We breathe out carbon dioxide that the plants need. We breathe in the oxygen made by those plants. All living things breathe the same air. I find when I'm depressed or stressed that my breath is shallow. So then I try a simple breathing exercise to connect with air and deepen my breath and revitalize me. I use the cycle of my own breath to help let go of stress and tension. Each of the activities I'm going to be doing for the 4 elements today, I invite you to try with me. And you're always welcome to pass as well. So let's all take a deep, slow breath together. Feeling your chest lift and your belly rise, and slowly releasing it. Maybe placing a hand on your belly to feel that lift. Now, with your next breath out, imagine letting go of your stress and tension as you blow out that breath, maybe with an audible sigh. And with that breath in, imagine breathing in calm and peace. Breath out, letting go. Breath in, peace and calm. So let's take a few deep breaths at our own pace now. Wow, I didn't realize how much I needed that. Feels good. Next, there's the south, the element of fire. Fire for me is that warmth of loving community. When I'm depressed, I feel alone. And it's really hard to reach out to friends or ask for help. So instead, I try to start with gratitude. I try to think of the many kindnesses I've received from people here or outside the fellowship. A smile, a hug, the card sent when my father passed away. And after a while, sitting in that attitude of gratitude, my mood begins to lighten a bit. And maybe I have a little bit of energy to reach out to someone or do a kindness for someone else. Research shows that performing acts of kindness lowers levels of the stress hormone cortisol. And it releases all those feel-good neurotoxins in the brain, like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin that boost mood. Helping someone else, even something as simple as smiling at a grocery clerk, helps people feel more connected to others and gives a sense of purpose. So, let's create an attitude of gratitude. Let's start by creating a warm glow. I invite you to rub your palms together, feeling that warmth you create from that friction, and bring that to your heart. Bring gratitude in for this warmth, And gratitude for yourself first, for this body, for you, and how you are in this moment. All the challenges, and all the good things too. Now, think of the kindnesses you have received. Feeling that warmth, that fire of those kindnesses in your heart. Contemplate who or what helps you feel supported and hopeful. Now, what are the ways that you have reached out to fellow people to support them? Maybe by listening, bringing them food, or something else. And what are ways that you want to reach out to someone today or this week? Take that warmth in. Okay, now the West and the element of water. I'm very watery today in my color. When I'm feeling stuck, I try to think about that ebb and flow of ocean waves, of water, that movement, the rhythm of the waves. We have our own wave, our own rhythm. We have the comfort of our heartbeat. That steady movement, that rhythm, that lub-dub, as the heart works to circulate the blood in our bodies. Parents hold their babies to their chests so that baby can hear that soothing sound of their heartbeat. So let's take a moment and connect with your heartbeat. Maybe at the chest, maybe at the throat, maybe at the wrist. That's always easier for me. Just feel that heartbeat. Lub-dub, lub-dub. Maybe it's a faster rhythm or a slower rhythm. This movement of blood, of water in your body. Think of other water. Maybe it's the trickling of a stream, raindrops on a roof, or the sound of ocean waves. The movement of water in your blood, the rise and fall of waves, helps us move out of a stuck place. All right, one of my favorite, north. We're going to earth, the element of earth, or stability and grounding. But when I'm depressed, I'm cut off from my connection to nature and Mother Earth's grounding support. So, if I can get myself outside and lean against one of, like a sturdy tree, or sit on a rock, and feel that connection through my feet, I begin again to feel Earth's support. So, I invite you, if you would like, to close your eyes or soft focus them, and connect with your thighs or your belly. Imagine sending roots down, just like a tree does, down into that rich loam beneath you, that rich dirt. Feel the sturdiness of those roots grounding you. And now imagine Mother Earth sending you nurturing energy through those roots helping to strengthen you. And with your next breath, coming back, refocusing your eyes or opening them. Earth. So another thing I try when I become overwhelmed is I think about that cycle of the seasons. Trees must rest over the winter before they can sprout anew in glorious greens in the spring. The land must rest and rejuvenate in order to bring a bountiful harvest in the summer. And some animals hibernate. Ooh, I wish I could hibernate sometimes. This cycle of seasons reminds me that my depression can be a cycle. There will again be a crest. As we enter a time of darkness, it is naturally a time of more contemplation, rest, to germinate ideas that will later begin to grow as the light returns. What are ways that you can find moments of rest amongst the busyness of this season? Ways you can take a moment to connect with the earth below, connect to your breath, to your heart, to those rhythms within and outside of you. As you use, we honor the interdependent web of all existence and the cycle of the seasons, and connecting to the 4 directions and 4 elements reminds us of our part in this great web of life. Thank you all for playing along as we travel through the lessons and gifts of the 4 elements today. Hopefully, you have received some simple ways to nurture yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to join Claire over here. We're going to sing a traditional folk song, Earth My Body. We're going to repeat it 4 times for the 4 elements, and the lyrics are on the slide or in the chat.
And we're going to keep a rhythm, if you like, on your chest. Okay, I'll lead that part. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
So just as we created a sacred circle, it's now time to release that circle. We release the directions and elements with gratitude and in the opposite direction that we called them in. As we release the circle, I invite you again to rise and body your spirit, turning to each direction, repeating thank you and the direction at the end. And you're always welcome to remain seated and grounded instead. And we're going to start with the north facing to your left. Spirits of the north, of fertile earth that support and nourish us, we thank you for your presence. Stay if you will, go if you must. Thank you, north. Thank you, north. To the back.
Spirits of the west, of water that hydrate and soothe us, we thank you for your presence. Stay if you will, go if you must. Thank you for the West.
Thank you, West. You stay front.
Spirit of the South, of fire that warm and empower us, we thank you for your presence. Stay if you will, go if you must. Thank you, South.
Thank you, South. Spirits of the East, of air that refresh us and helps leaves dance. We thank you for your presence. Stay if you will, go if you must. Thank you, East. Thank you, East. Oh, I should have just had you stay standing, but we're getting a little up and down today, huh? Because it is that time to extinguish our chalice. So please rise again, embody your spirit, and join us in our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this chalice, but not the warmth of love, the light of truth, nor the energy of action. These we carry in our hearts until we meet again. And I invite you all to connect together however that feels comfortable for you, or give yourself a hug if you prefer not to touch today. You can connect. And join me in saying our congregational covenant. Are we all connected? Yes, we are. We covenant to be a fellowship welcoming to all, where our differences are a source of deep learning and spiritual growth. We strive to promote love, reason, and respect as we work together to build a just and compassionate world. May the circle be open but unbroken. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Please be seated for some announcements.
Good morning, I'm Keith Seawright, I'm your board secretary. My pronouns are he, him. And I have a fair bit of announcements for you today. Think of a minister, perhaps distinct images and feelings come to mind. Did you imagine a person of a particular gender, race, or age? Join us for the Break Barriers, Build Beliefs workshop, where we examine how to improve odds that regardless of identity, we will find the minister who is the best match for us. This workshop is open to everyone to explore our hopes and concerns for a new minister, learn about the search process, and see how our history, both personal and congregational, affects our search. Please join us Saturday, November 22nd, from 10 to 3 in person at BVUUF or online via Zoom. Light breakfast at 9:30 and lunch midday provided. RSVP to attend either in person or online. Whether you can attend or not, please complete a beliefs survey by November 16 to inform our search. See the QR code on screen to RSVP up there and take the survey. Ready for fun, wisdom, and connection? During coffee hour today, all ages are welcome to come make seasonal sachets in Fellowship Hall with Norma Portnoy, and then at 11:45, you can meet Homer Neural in the Mountain View room for a discussion of what is our true nature. Child sitting is available. And you can sign up for next week's directed community dancing with Maria Ennis on Saturday, November 15th from 1 to 3. Have fun learning American and international dances, taught step by step, no partner or experience needed. And just bring a smile, leave your anxiety at home, and keep moving. After today's service, representatives from the transition team and the ministerial search team will be at a table in the foyer across from the welcome desk to answer questions and take comments about our current interim period and the search for our next minister. Drop by for a conversation. This Sunday's Inquirer Series topic will be covenant groups. Grab a cup of coffee and meet at the back of the sanctuary at 11:30. We'll end at 12:15. Join Together Colorado this fall for the 2025 People's Assembly and Gubernatorial Forum. Together, we'll reflect on our work this year, help shape our people's agenda for the next 18 months, and hear directly from Colorado's gubernatorial candidates about the issues that matter most to our communities. Participate on Sunday, November 16th from 2 to 5 at Augustana Lutheran Church in Denver. Flyers are available with QR code to register. Carpools are being arranged. Come aboard the good ship Gratitude. BVUUF's annual fundraising auction will be held on Saturday, December 6th from 3 to 6 p.m. This family-friendly community building event features live music, great food, crafts, and lively bidding. Not only is it super fun, but it's also our biggest fundraiser aside from pledges. Please sign up using the links in Connections Weekly to donate items, buy tickets, bring food, or volunteer to help at the event. Bidding opens on December 1st. And my last announcement, this Friday, November 14th at 7:30 p.m., the fellowship will once again welcome the incredible Leah Morris to our sanctuary dais for a concert. Leah's music, which we frequently sing on Sunday mornings at service, is a blend of folk and soul, often described as soul folk, with influence from gospel, jazz, R&B, and Americana. Her performances are joy-bringer events, celebrating connection and spirituality of everyday life. See Connections Weekly or scan the QR code on the fellowship posters and handbills for tickets. And the next day, Saturday, November 15th from 1 to 3, Leah will be leading a community singing workshop at UUCB from 1 to 3. No experience required. Look for a link to register in Connections.